MadMikeTV.com.
Can I hang up on you?
No, that was me, sorry. I was pressing too many buttons.
Alright.
Anyways, just go ahead and say what you just said. Like, the guards weren't doing shit.
The guards don't do shit.
Like,
freaking...
Like specifics.
Inmates extort you, which pretty much charge you money, or they say they're gonna fucking have you stabbed or raped or whatever. And it's just a bunch of corruption in there, you know? And it needs all change.
Well, what's like the specifics? Do you want to give your brother's name? Because I'm rolling right now on the camera. So
I really don't want to give his name out.
Alright.
You know, but he's in Pendleton, Oregon.
So it's the Pendleton State Correctional Facility, is that the name of it?
Yep. Yes, it is.
So like, what's the specifics? There, you mentioned food throwing?
Yeah, they fucking stuck food at the back of his head. They fucking call him Chimbo. They call him Rapo. And it's all under false allegations with no evidence in the courtroom. And it was during Christmas time. The jury that they chose for him to get put up there took 2 hours for the verdict. They didn't even look over anything, and they threw his ass in there for 83 years, Mike. 83 fucking years,
oh,
bro.
No.
My brother is almost 30 years old. That's his whole fucking life.
Okay,
so
they're mentioning they're calling him Rapo and stuff, and has he like requested any kind of isolation or to be taken out of population?
Well, he doesn't want to do that because that's even worse.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have no one to talk to, and I mean, there's one or two people he does talk to in there, you know, that are actually pretty nice and civil to him. But there's the 99 other percent that are in there are fucking assholes. I mean, if you're considered a rapist, you're not allowed to use anything in the yard. You're not allowed to play horseshoes. You're not allowed to fucking work on the weights. You're not allowed to do anything. It is ran by the prisoners.
Yeah, that's the same story that I've seen and heard about a lot. Well,
and it needs a change, man. And if something doesn't happen, I believe something bad is going to happen. You know? And whether that being my brother getting killed because he don't have the money or we can't afford to put money on his books that month or something, you know, because to pay them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, anything, you know, it's this day and age, bro, and it's fucking crazy. And it fucking irritates me, bro, and it just pisses me off, man.
Well, isn't there inmate advocates?
Not that I'm aware of, but in there, it's pretty much, it's fucked, bro. for a 10-cent bag of top of ramen, you know how much they're paying for it up there?
How much?
90 cents for a fucking bag of top of ramen. 90 fucking cents, man. For a 10-cent bag of fucking top of ramen to walk the store and buy. Now, where the fuck is all this extra money that's going into this, you know, that they're charging us as people, as citizens, for our loved ones to be in a fucking animal cage, you know?
Yep.
It's fucking crazy. They're feeding them fucking fish in there, bro. They have fish scales that it says non-human consumption. My brother works in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And I mean, you know, that's fucking not right.
So they're serving food. Wait, hold on. They're serving food that said not for human consumption.
Yeah, fish, bro. They get fish in there all the time that says do not eat, not human consumption. It has fish scales in it, bro. I mean, it's horrible.
Okay.
And that was also at Lane County Jail.
That was at Lane County also?
Yeah.
Yeah, are you sure it wasn't mistaken for, not for resale?
No, it said non-human consumption right on it, bro.
Okay.
Do not eat.
Yeah.
It's not edible.
Yeah, they treat they treat their prisoners like animals, man. You know.
Yeah, it's crazy, man, and then also like, my brother, you know, he had some friends in there and shit, and it's like this one guy, dude, like I'm gonna say, I ain't gonna mention their names, but this one guy fucking had everything in his cell that he could ever want, shit that wasn't even on the commissary list. So you tell me that guards or somebody's not bringing him this shit in, and they'd have cell searches and shit, and you still have all this shit in his room. They wouldn't take it out as contraband or nothing.
Yeah,
you would have it.
Because he's paying off the guards.
Anything you want, you go to this guy and get it.
Yeah, because he's the fucking guy running the tier or whatever they want to call it, and he's paying off all the guards. And he's probably popular. He's probably popular on the outside. He's probably one of the boys, one of the good old boys. Is it a white boy? They're all. Do they mix it up there?
Yeah.
They keep the
white is minority where my brother is at. There are Hispanic and African American is the main population. The Hispanics, you know, there's the Southsiders and law MAs and Norteños and Latinos. There are the West Side connection. There are fucking, you know, the Bloods, the Crips, whatever you want to call them. They're all up in there, dude, and they're all like running their shit. And fucking, you know, my brother tries to keep to himself. You know, he wants to play horseshoes or whatever. He wants to get on the weights, and these motherfuckers come up to him and say, "You touch my weights, I'm gonna fucking kill you."
Yep.
Now, having that said to you every day.
Yep.
Would be annoying.
Hey, what county?
When you're not doing anything and you're sitting in there because one person stated something to our fucking law enforcement that is not even, you know, they have no evidence.
Wait, hold on. You thought it was gonna be all? You thought it was gonna be all easy?
I thought it was gonna be good, bro. I thought like his attorney and shit, his court-appointed attorney was gonna help me. He kind of did. He kind of made a couple good statements, and his name was Chris Hansen. He made a couple good statements, but other than those statements that he made, that guy is a piece of shit.
The attorney, your defense.
My brother's attorney.
Yeah, your defense attorney.
District attorney can burn in hell.
What can?
Because he's a full of shit bastard. You know, he got me and he tried to get me in trouble. They said, and it was funny because, and what pisses me off most about Chris Hansen, he said, that little guy in the back needs to be quiet. Because I kept saying, that's not right. Because they were stating fucking wrong, false allegations against my brother. It pissed me off. Because I spent about, you know, my whole life with my brother almost every fucking day.
Yeah.
You know, and when they're accusing him of this shit, I was with him. That's bullshit. You know, me and my brother is not that type of person. He is better than that. And if it was his way, he would fucking kill all them rape-o, murdered motherfuckers. You know what I mean? That's how my brother is. He's a good-hearted person. He loves everybody. He's not a fighter. He's a lover. And he's just like me, man. I mean, he's my life, bro. And he's sitting in there for his whole life.
Yeah.
And it fucking makes me upset, you know. It makes me honestly want to cry, but I gotta man up and not, you know, because that's what he wants me to do, you know. He wants me to fight this shit and be there for him, you know, but he doesn't want his name released because it is an everyday thing. A fucking dude that just got, it's not even in the paper yet, bro, but my mom looked it up. My brother just told me it wasn't even a week ago that this guy was accused of the same shit my brother was. 2 years later, had a reappeal. They turned him down. So he fucking hung himself because he was an innocent man not wanting to live in those conditions.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna. That's what I was gonna ask. Is it? Are you gonna have an appeal?
Yeah, and it won't happen. And they said it could take up to 2 years for an appeal.
Yeah.
Where's your right to a speedy trial? And where's your right to prove they're innocent until proven
Yeah, you know what? Unfortunately, he's already waived his right to a speedy trial. They get rid of that right away. They take that right away from you. They take that right away from you as soon as possible. It's just amazing. It's absolutely amazing. And actually, they make it look like they're doing you a favor by taking that right away from you, because then that gives you and your attorney more time to prepare for the case and the upcoming dates.
The time they did that, and they told us is because they tried to give that bullshit to us, but they had no evidence, so they wanted to gather as much shit as they could on my brother, which they had nothing.
Yeah.
And they still threw him in. Now, isn't that a fucking joke?
You said you were with them. Did you testify?
You know what? That's another thing that pisses me off. What I was going to say is,
yeah.
When I was saying no in the courtroom and stuff like that, they said, oh, that little guy in the back needs to be...
Did you testify?
They wouldn't let me.
Because you could be a...
He didn't even ask me. He didn't, and I tried contacting him. I said I can be a character witness. I know several people that can be character witnesses. They did not ask anybody except for a couple people on the DA side that they fucking went to this girl and put a bunch of shit in her head. It's corrupt, bro.
Yep.